Hey everybody, Liz Smart here, and I'm so excited to be here on day 71 of 100. So thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so excited to see you, and I hope that you've had a beautiful day and that life is treating you well. And if life isn't treating you well, I hope that you're using some of the tools that I've been sharing over these last 70 days to lift your vibration, and know that you can use them to take away some of that stress that's coming from the external world, because that's often what's happening, or and tap into that self-love so that you can rip your heart open and know that all is well. And really, when we go within, we have all the answers, and that we can show up as a better version for the people around us and lift our vibration. So that's really my goal, to come here for these 100 days with you. So thank you for being here with me. And today I wanted to talk about something. Actually, I just want to come here and just be real with you. So I'm in my memories again, so thank goodness for the memories. I try to remember to check them out, and I found something that was like, wow, 5 years ago already. And what happened was, 5 years ago, somebody reported me to the DPG. And the DPG is what we call here in Canada the Child Protection Services. That's right, somebody reported me to the Child Protection Services. And usually it's somebody that you know, so I'll never know who it is. It's like 5 years later, I have no idea who it was, but it was interesting how it happened, because I was actually at a homeschooling event. So I was at this picnic in September. Is really, everybody's back in school, and I'm a homeschooling mom, so I've always homeschooled the children since they were little ones. At one point they went to a Montessori school when they were like 2 to 3 days a week, I think, when they were very young, grade 1, grade 2. But that was just like a part-time thing. But ultimately, they've always been homeschooled. And there was a time where I really, really doubted myself, like, am I making the right choice? Especially after Jerry passed away. It was like, people actually assumed that I would stop homeschooling because he had passed away, and that I was like, well, no, we're not going to change our lifestyle because of this, although it's going to be a little more challenging. We'll figure it out, right? Because my end result in mind was that this is the way that we were going to continue. It didn't even cross my mind to stop doing that. But of course, there were times where I had self-doubt and insecurities and fears, and of course I was mourning at the same time, so it was really difficult. But this was like 6 months after Jerry had passed away, and I was at an event where, like in September, like I say, September, I don't know if you're noticing, but it's some of the most beautiful weather is in September. The leaves are just starting to change at the end of the year, and there's often like these amazing summer days that you come out of the blue, like the other week where I went and got burned. Today was another example of that. It was like 90 degrees, let's say, but it was a nice wind. It was a perfect day today. Or 27 degrees here Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, for my American friends. And I remember this day because I was at an event, and I got the call while I was there. It was just when we were having lunch, and I got the call from somebody, and I remember literally falling to my knees in fear, being paralyzed with fear, because I was like, this is like your worst nightmare, is like being called out by the Child Protection Services, right? And the call was a simple one, was that they were just signaling the fact that I was homeschooling my children. Now, of course, it was illegal. It was legal what I was doing, but somebody was trying to cause problems for me, and decided to do that. And like I said, I'll never know who it is, but what came from it was really interesting. Once I got back on my knees, like, I just think that everything is divinely planned. Like, I just so happened to be at an event where people were just supporting me 1,000%, arms all around me, telling me it's okay, you're going to get through this, telling me what I needed to do. And I called the Homeschooling Legal Defense Association, the HSLDA, and got on with, this is like a lawyer's, it's a lawyer firm that we have as a homeschooler. If you ever decide to homeschool, I would suggest they're international, so you can call and become a member for like $100 a year, and they will fight your case at any time. So you do not have to deal with them. So right away, I got on the phone. So I told the woman, I said, listen, I will get back to you. And I called right away the Homeschooling Legal Defense Association, and they pretty much told me what I needed to do, and they did the correspondence. And then once, like I said, the initial shock and the fear came in, because who wants to be like who wants to be called out by them? And and then I just like shifted my vibration. I went to a space and I said, okay, you know what? I am going to create a space where this is going to be handled in love, in peace, and harmony, and it's going to be swift and taken care of like that. And it happened on the 12th, and I think like within 4 days, the file was closed. And also, I was really blessed that they ended up calling me to tell me that the file was closed, because most times they don't even call you and let you know that. So I was really, really blessed. And the woman I spoke to was very kind, and it just flew perfectly. So knowing your rights. Now, I mean, probably in the last 5 years, I was doubting if I had made the right choice to do the homeschooling. But let me tell you, now that they've graduated, last year they graduated, and then they went to a prom. I have to put these prom pictures. They went to a prom this year, and I never put the pictures up. So I promised to do that this week, maybe on the weekend. And it was a great time, celebration with a bunch of other friends. That also their grad was canceled, and they joined them with with the graduation year this year. So they had a joint graduation. So it was really wonderful to have that experience, getting their dresses and everything like that. I swear to you, in hindsight, if I could go back, I would have never doubted the fact that I was making the right decision for my family. Is it the right decision for everybody? No, it's not. But for us, it was the right decision, and it made us like really tight, really close. So we saw the power of 3 is what we call each other. And, you know, amazing experience. So I guess I wanted to come here to share with you that, you know, I'm so grateful that I've had these amazing teachers, that I've had amazing changes, that I've been able to tap into, you know, the magical world of the universe, that I know that thoughts become things, which are things that I'm going to talk to you about, because I still haven't even got into how thoughts become things and how all these other things, the magic of the universe, the cursed house, and these are things that I'm going to be covering over the next 30 days, all the things that I've been using forever, and knowing that we are so powerful to create that. And I love the fact that I'm able to see this in my memories, and it shows me that I did this really long post, and I said, thank you to the person who outed me. And I really meant it sincerely, because I use that as life happening for me and not to me, because from there I ended up becoming a bigger voice in the homeschooling community. Not as much as I would have, because our house was flooded the year after, so it kind of got me off track. But still, if anybody calls me now about homeschooling, I'm able to tell them, yeah, it's a great thing, and there's so many different options. So I just want to say that I just thought I'd come here today. It's not at all. I had a whole sheet about what I was really going to talk about. I thought this would be a sidebar, but it's ending up being my topic for the day, is that life is sometimes going to bring you down to your knees. Like literally, I literally fell to my knees. I was like so taken aback of it. But of course, I don't know if I showed that side of this. I just showed that, you know, me coming back up and owning my truth and standing in my truth. And I think that's so powerful a thing to be able to do. Know who you are. Know what it is that you want. And sometimes it's about asking that sacred question, which I've covered with you, is who am I? Because when you know who you are past the superficial wife, mother, daughter, secretary, accountant, lawyer, advocate, whatever you are, what are you on a deeper level than that? And once you know that, and once you tear back the layers, then you can stand in your truth, and you can hold yourself high and strong and be anchored and feel confident and move forward and understand that life does happen for us, not to us. And these really are the blessings in disguise that make us who we are. So if we embrace those times that come, the contrast, the waves, the things that knock us to our knees, and we see that inevitably they're going to happen time and time again over our life. If there's no challenge in your life, sorry, it's not like that. That's not the way it works. So embrace them, look at them, and like I said, like my friend Julie shared, observe it but don't absorb it, and then take action and move in the general direction, and trust. Most of all, trust that all is well. Trust that you are infinitely, abundantly supported, and trust that you are never alone, and collectively. You know, when we try to solve things on our own, it takes forever, and it drains our energy, and it makes us feel like that you know, that it's a heavy, heavy, heavy burden. But when you reach out, when you trust, when you collectively hold the space with others, like-minded, or people that know a little bit more because they've been in that position and they can help you, right? This is why I'm coming here today, because I have gone through so much on speed in the last 6 years, like the last 7 years. I've probably gone through more shit in the last 7 years than I've gone through in a lifetime. And thank goodness for the teachings that I've had over 25 years of teachings, if not longer, on these subjects, that I have tools to help you. And if you are finding yourself in a pickle, in a situation, or if you just want to learn how to lift your vibration, then I encourage you to reach out to me. I do this audit. And in that audit, you can find out if we're compatible, and we'll sit down together for about an hour, Zoom or in person as you wish, depending on where your geographic location is, and we'll see if you feel that it's a match and that we can work through, so that you can get rid of the things that stress you, so that you can turn in a situation that happens like that and look at it and be able to see it genuinely, be able to thank it for coming your way, be able to see the blessing in disguise, and be able to rise above it, let go of that stress, tap into who you are, and rise your vibration so that you can be your best version and just have the ripple. So I believe in you. I'm here holding the space for you. I'm sending you oodles and oodles and oodles of love and big, big hugs. And if you like what you heard here, then please like, share, comment. Leave me a comment in the message here to tell me, how are you holding up with this? What kind of contrasts are you going through that brought you to your knees? And if you don't feel comfortable leaving me a comment here, send it to me privately or send it to me at contact@lizsmart.com. I love you guys, and I love you, and I see you, and I honor you, and I'm holding you in your highest. And I hope that you feel that blessing and that you are surrounded by the magical flow that exists out there. So with that, I'm going to bid you farewell. It's a little long tonight, so big, big hugs, and have a great day. We'll see you on day 72. Bye, guys. Bye.